Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, you ready?
One minute off the bumper. You can hear me, right? 40 seconds off the bumper. 30 seconds off the bumper. 20 seconds off the bumper. 10 seconds off the bumper. 'On the bump. Well, no. Look. On the bumper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Live.
Welcome to Gaming On. I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks so much for joining us alongside Ryan Russo here on BeTerrific. We're so excited about Gaming On tonight. We had such a great weekend. We had ETG 12, Elite Tournament Gaming 12. That's Ryan's company. And, there was a lot of hoopla surrounding ETG 12. And it went off amazingly. 50 teams, $10,000 jackpot, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and we did an amazing live stream.
Absolutely. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I2 was the team that won. Coming in second was Avalanche. Coming in third was Resent. Resent and Avalanche very closely matched, had a great tournament. I2 was far and away the best team there, but there were a lot of other good teams. Torch and many other great teams as well. Those were the three best teams, but there was a big separation between 1 and 2, 3.
Right. I think that Intuition, the team that won, they've been sweeping locals for the past year. So they know what they're doing. They know what it takes to win, and they've been proving every event that they can keep doing it. So they're kind of like a dynasty right now, and it's very impressive.
In talking to them after the matchup, they said it was all about the money for them. They were very businesslike. They handled it very businesslike. You could tell. They were very relaxed. They knew what they were doing, and they were just there to win the money.
Yeah.
The other guys had a lot more fun, but were a lot more stressed as it got deeper in. And you could see them going from talking a lot of smack into kind of being a little stressed, a little bit more calm, a little bit more focused. The event went late into the, early into the morning. It went from basically 10 a.m. to 4:30 in the morning, with the winner being I2. I got to imagine fatigue starts to set in, and that these teams have really got to push themselves to compete that long.
Yeah, it takes a lot physically as well as mentally to be able to compete at a tournament at this level, especially when the final team that you're going to face is the best local team in New York, in the States. So, you're playing all night. By 3 o'clock in the morning, you're kind of drained, and it's like, oh, I got to get through this one last series. And the guys like I2, they've been through this before. They're always the last team up. So they're kind of used to running that late train into the night. But a lot of these other teams maybe have never made it that far.
Sure.
They go home at midnight. They go home at 11. It's 3 a.m. and they're like, all right, we got to push one more series, guys. And they know who they're up against.
Right.
So it's draining. It is.
There was a lot of scouting by the teams. They had to look at strategy and see how the other teams played and be able to play off of them and play better than them.
Right.
I think that was interesting. The communication, we got to hear a lot of the chatter. It was unbelievable. We got to see a lot of the gameplay and a lot of the facial reactions as well. I think all of that went really well. The audience seemed to really like it. Number 2 on Twitch all day long. Did very well on BeTerrific on live stream. That makes me very proud. I was very happy with those results, and I thought that it was very exciting, and it tells us what we can do in the future, and we can make the broadcast better in the future, I thought.
Yes, absolutely. It was a great event overall. Like I said, highest team count we ever got, 50 teams. $10,000 prize pool. I heard no negative feedback. We did run a little late, but you guys got to understand, getting through 50 teams in one day is definitely a feat. We're very proud of ourselves. BeTerrific all did a great job.
Thank you. So does that mean that in the future we have to go to 2 days? It would seem to me that maybe a 2-day tournament would be the right way to do it and allow the teams to get the proper rest they need to come back and maybe regroup for day
that's
two.
what it is. A lot of these teams early in the day you kind of see their full potential, but as the hours get later and later, like you said, it's so draining that maybe they might not be playing top notch. So we want to make sure that the competitiveness is always there. So I think a 2-day event would be the best way to go from here on out. I think we outgrew the 1 day. So I think we're definitely looking in the future to do 2 days.
It was at the West Rock Entertainment Center in Nanuet, New York.
Yes, great
venue.
Amazing.
You had 500 competitors all in all, because that was the 4v4 we were talking about. We also had the 3v3.
2v2.
2v2, sorry. 2v2 and a free-for-all.
And spectators.
And spectators.
And moms and dads.
Right. It was like 1,000 spectators and 500 people, gamers playing. And the 2v2 got very intense at some point. At some points, especially with the young kids. That was very interesting.
You know what's great with 2v2? It's very interesting because you have teams of 4 that split, and sometimes they meet. So you have teams that are playing against each other, and it's nice to see these little rivalries inside of an actual team and see how they compete against each other. Because it's almost like, the immovable object meets the unstoppable force. They're both,
Now
it's really cool.
You were there. You must have been very proud.
Oh yeah.
And your parents were there, and they were very proud.
Yeah.
Nice folks, by the way.
Thank you.
Your mother's not sure she likes all the swearing, not only from me, but certainly from the gamers.
She goes, she's got.
She liked me a lot.
She's from Brooklyn. She's a little tough, but.
She liked me a lot until I said something profane, off air, obviously.
Yeah, she's one of those, but she's a good woman, and she really appreciates what we do, and she liked what she saw.
I thought she was going to hate me forever until 2 minutes later you said something profane, and
on purpose to save you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And I was like, all right, I'm good now.
But you see how she looked at me, though? She's just like, what did you just say?
Yeah. That's all right. My mother was...
you know how moms...
Yeah, of course.
Moms.
Yeah, my mother was watching at home complaining that the graphics were too small. What? I don't understand.
I can't see it. What was this?
Why is this team who are they resenting? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello, Michael? So, yeah.
She calls you during the stream. Michael, did you eat?
Did you watch the show today? Did you watch the Michael Arts show today?
I did not.
Oh, I made fun of that. Yes, during NAB I was getting emails. She was watching, and I got emails that said, I hope you're eating properly. Don't stay out too late. Yeah.
Where are you?
Yeah, hello. Are you listening?
Oh man.
I'm so impressed by this. I thought it was great. The graphics were great. The players were great. The stream was great. I thought in the future we can do a lot of things to make it better, but I thought it was a really good start.
I think that this was a proving ground for us. This took the company and the brand to a completely another level.
Sure.
This really just showcased us as the leader in East Coast esports, leader of New York esports, kind of really just made us known to a whole other audience that never really knew who we were. So this kind of really brought our company up to a whole nother spectrum. And
so does that mean the future will bring events in other locations up and down the Eastern Seaboard? Does it also mean we'll play other games other than Call of Duty?
We are absolutely supportive of other games. We really want to start doing Halo, Gears of War, Call of Duty, perhaps all in one event.
Wow.
And that's something that we're kind of working on in the future very soon. That's kind of our next little project.
It was a lot of fun to do. It was a great learning experience. I would say rehearsed, but I also certainly researched for weeks to get ready for it.
You did a great job, man.
Thank you. And it was a lot of fun. I can't wait to the next one.
I mean, for anyone who doesn't realize, he didn't even know how to turn on a PlayStation 4. I'm not even joking. Like a week before the event, he goes, "What?" Like he's like my grandfather on the computer, holding the mouse up in the air, trying to move things.
It's true.
He's
though.
very technology, sound, but in terms of like gaming, he's a little bit. But he really,
Thank you. Well,
he really studied the craft, and I'm proud of him.
Thank you very much. The first thing I
honestly.
did was I went out and bought a PS4.
Yeah.
And then I got the game. What's that game called again? No, I'm kidding. Call of Duty Black Ops.
I'm so sorry.
And I played a lot.
Yeah.
And then I sat with you and I sat with Rory. And it's actually funny. There was one point in the broadcast where I realized that there was this one moment where I was explaining something, and it just hit me that if I hadn't sat with you and Rory, and this is part of what I do. I mean, this is the research. But if I hadn't sat with you guys and played, I never would have been able to not only explain it to the audience, but understand the strategy behind it and what was going on.
That's the thing. With something like Call of Duty and esports and casting, you need to have a certain level of understanding of the game. It's not just like, oh, he shot him. There's kids make plays, the way
but
that
in
they're
anything,
positioning on the map.
I couldn't go in and do a baseball game without understanding the game,
exactly.
and I couldn't
it's
go
a
in
deeper level. It's
Right.
not just you watching it. You have to really understand what these players are going to do before they do it
Right.
to kind of be a great caster, and I think you really pulled it off great.
Thank you very much.
great
I can't
job.
wait till the next one. And I thought the other casters did a great job
They all
as
did
well.
good. It was all volunteers. They
Yeah.
really pulled through, and I think everyone did an excellent job. I'm very proud of it.
The thing that made me the proudest is even though I was giving them a hard time on air, they really thanked me and apprecied the advice I was giving them off air.
Yeah. It's a family. It becomes a family. after a while.
Z-Train and White Kobe and Conflicts and Genetic. That guy came out of nowhere, just showed up and was like, I can do this.
Let's do it, baby.
Yeah. And then you had the 2v2, which was amazing, but also the free-for-all. And I think that in the future too, maybe there are some ideas that I've talked to Rory about already, where we can get things flowing a little bit better with interviews afterwards, and also setups ready to go, so that we're not waiting for the teams to sit down to play each other again. But I thought all in all, it really went great. I was very impressed with it in general and with the broadcast as well. We scrambled a little ourselves. Kevin did a phenomenal job, but also had to scramble a little because we came in thinking it was going to be a little bit different than it was, so it was great.
I couldn't be prouder of my crew, of you guys, of the venue, of just the event as a whole. Looking over that balcony and seeing, thinking about from where we came from, hosting LANs with 4 teams. We had to beg kids to show up.
A lot of people.
Within 2.5 years, now we have 50 teams. It's just nuts, man. It's surreal. And I'm blessed, and I'm just so thankful for all the support from the community.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It really was awesome. You had a lot of great sponsors. Hopefully more next time. We'd love to get the broadcast sponsored next time. We're all working on that. That's going to be amazing.
I really want to thank our sponsors real quick, though.
Yeah.
They pulled
No,
through a
I'm
lot.
sorry. That's it. No, they don't get anything. No, I'm kidding.
Right, Mitch? No.
Of course.
Mod Junkies, thank you guys so much for the support, for the advertising, for the marketing, for being there for us. Had a great meeting with them today, by the way. They're in it for the future, and we couldn't be more happy. GameStop gave us tons of games, gave us so much equipment. We're so happy with them. Mattel Toys, G Fuel, thank you guys for supporting us, marketing with us, coming out to the event, giving away free G Fuel was incredible. And BeTerrificTV.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was going to say, and you had the great giveaways as well. You gave away the Astro headset, which I'm dying for. I almost bought one tonight again. I almost did
stole the giveaway.
I tried to enter, but Z-Train he put the hurt on me. No, I'm kidding.
You can't do that.
No, they were trying to enter, and I was like, guys, come on, you can't enter. Let's be professional here. I had to teach them, So you had that. You had the Xbox giveaway as well.
With the Division and a bunch of cool things.
And the Mod Junkie setup
Mod Junkie
was amazing.
Badass controller that they gave us with the bullet casings. That was awesome.
That was amazing.
So cool.
That was really good.
Yeah.
And I think the venue did a great job as well,
Very
especially
supportive.
staying till. Did they know it was going to be till 4:30 in the morning?
We told them that it was going to end around 2, with like kind of like a wink, wink.
Yeah.
Basically, we said, listen, we're going to try and get out of here as early as possible. We said we're going to try and squeeze 50 teams into one day. You got to kind of understand that.
Sure.
They said, listen, we'll work with you guys for this event, and we'll see how it goes. After the event, I talked to them. They were happy with it. They made good money off food sales.
Sure.
So in the future, like I said, 2 days is kind of the way to go.
Wow, they should have made a lot of money on food sales. Everybody kept eating, including the broadcast team.
Absolutely.
I just, you know, and they were cool. They were like, look, if you guys want to bring in other food, I was like, I don't know anything around here.
Yeah.
Consequently, my friend owns the Mercedes dealer next door.
You have so many friends.
That's my
that
good
own
friend.
things all over the place.
That's true. That's my good friend Rich Hess.
Should have came with a freaking.
Well, I didn't know that it was.
Up in there.
Maybe next time.
Giveaway.
Maybe next time we'll have a Benz of the future sitting outside and a DeLorean. By the way, so Bill and Patrick Shea, we talked about this last time on Gaming On.
Yes.
These guys are great. They own the DeLorean from Back to the Future. They own a lot of stuff, but they own the car from Back to the Future 3. It's the only DeLorean from the movies in private hands. And they, the other two are owned by Universal. The rest have been destroyed. They also own the Toyota truck that Marty drove, the 4x4.
That's sick.
This is, by the way, I'll explain this in a second because usually this would be off. And they were willing to come and wanted to come. They just had a prior engagement. So I think that in the future we'll get them there, and that'll be awesome. This is a Galaxy Edge 7, and we use this for VR. We're doing a lot of VR. We wanted to do some VR at the event, but it just didn't work out with all the other stuff. Too many things going on.
It's understandable. It's very hectic.
And so what we're doing now, though, right this moment, is we're streaming in 360 VR on YouTube, thanks to the Theta S. And so you can go to youtube.com/BeTerrificTV and watch this live in 360. Now, that's not that exciting when it's just two people in the studio, although you do feel like you're here. Yeah. You do get the experience of being here. But the better part is that when you do it on this, you actually can look around the room. And what that means when we're gaming, they'll be able to turn their head and watch the gaming and then go back and watch us playing. And we're going to play Quantum Break tonight, which is a new game that I'm excited about. Yeah. So let me see if I can just bring this up and show it to you so you can see it, and I'll take a look at it. We've done some tweaking. Earlier in the day, we tested this on my show, the Michael Artsis show, and I think that we've got it down a little bit better than that for tonight, where we've tweaked the bit rate and stuff. So always trying to make improvements as we go. You know?
Yes.
I guess.
That is very cool.
There are some highlights from ETG12. Oh, that's the highlights from the show that we did plugging ETG12. Yeah. So let's see. I might be able to, here it is, Gaming On 360. Does it say it's live? And then check this out. We can put it into the glasses mode, put it into a headset, and have a lot of fun. And I'm going to check it out first, and then I'll pass it to you. But this is also the future of gaming. Adam was saying the other day he's disappointed we didn't order the VR headsets for PlayStation. We didn't pre-order them. And so if the pre-order goes back, we're going to do it if it goes back available. So, okay, you see the big screen and everything. The quality is okay. It's better than we had before. It's certainly not where we want it to be, but it is live streaming VR in 360. And this is, you know, we're pioneering this stuff. It's the very beginning of it. And I'm excited about it. So I'm going to show it to you. I just want to get it a little bit. There we go.
Yeah,
wow.
When you guys showed me that arcade thing in 3D, when you look down there, and you playing the game, and you see like
insane.
the hand grab the controller.
Yeah. That's insane.
Nuts.
So the phone we were waiting for, it just did an update. So youtube.com/BeTerrificTV. Not only the actual room, we're in it.
Yeah.
You're in it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you turn around, you'll see you.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nuts.
Crazy,
really cool.
Right?
That is really cool.
Yeah. So, and that looks a lot better than it did before. So we're excited about that. Also, you know, so that's that. And then also on social media, at BeTerrificTV on all social media, and at Elite T Gaming on Twitter is awesome. Is awesome. At Elite T Gaming. Awesome. So I'll tell you what. This this Xbox has 90% of its storage used thanks to Quantum Break. I heard this game is
single game.
I heard this game is huge. I mean, we have a couple other games.
You know
on there,
why? It has like half-hour Apparently, it has like half-hour television shows in between the gameplay.
You've never played.
I've never played it.
I've never played.
Yeah.
Is this a game you could ever see being in tournament play? No, because
No,
of the
no, no.
half an
This
hour
is just a
break.
story-based one player. You sit down in
Sure.
your basement and
Well,
you turn the
it's a
lights off.
one-player game. I never thought
Yeah,
of that.
yeah, yeah. But it is made by my favorite developer, Remedy Games.
Okay.
They made Max Payne 1 and 2, which is my favorite series of all time.
Nice.
Game is very story-driven, just like this game.
And
It's
they've got
film noir. It's sick.
They've got actors, real actors. In
Real
this,
actors, yeah. Yeah,
This
yeah.
was the guy who was in
X-Men.
but he was also in. Yes, that's correct. He was also in that Fox show with Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
The Follower.
Following, yeah.
Yeah, which was a great show. So we're gonna take a quick break. We'll still be in 360, but when we come back, we're gonna play Quantum Break and check it out, and we can talk a little bit more about ETG 12,
Absolutely.
and how people can find out more and get involved in ETG 13. And then we can also talk a little bit more about some news that's happening in the world of gaming. I
Absolutely.
downloaded the PlayStation app on my Mac, and I wanted to play Call of Duty while I was away at NAB, the National Association of Broadcasters Convention. By the way, if you missed any of that coverage, we were live every day from NAB. Just go to BeTerrific.com or YouTube.com/BeTerrificTV or BeTerrific.com. We're starting to put the stuff up, and it'll go up slowly. It's really great stuff from NAB. You'll learn all about the camera business. You probably like some of that content because you love filmmaking.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was there and I wanted a game so that I could, I
Look at
landed.
this guy. Look how dedicated he is. He's doing one show, practicing for another show, then he's going to another. He flew in from Vegas, literally hopped off the plane with his equipment, came to our event, did an all-nighter with us, and it's hilarious because I looked up at the balcony at like 3:30 in the morning. I go, Michael's got to be dying. And all of a sudden, like, he looks at me and goes, let's go, baby, Call of Duty. Like, he's still wired. I'm like, all right, I love this guy. Like, he's a keeper.
Thank you.
just
Thank
so
you. We
pumped
had
and just
we had
so
a lot
into
of
it. I
fun.
love
And,
it.
and Kevin was such a trooper.
Yeah.
He did such a great job. And
Yeah,
thank
Kevin
you.
killed it.
He did.
An incredible job.
So, but what I was going to say is that so I downloaded the app and I got it to work, and then it stopped working halfway through. I had the settings set to be able to wake the PlayStation up from the network, and I was never able to get it going again. So I want to talk a little bit about that. Hopefully, I'm going to try again this week to get it working and then play on it. I actually think it's kind of better than playing on Xbox on the PC, where you can play these games sometimes now on the PC, because you have to have a really robust PC for that. I
Right.
played Call of Duty for hours on my laptop, a Mac laptop, which is a pretty good PC. I mean, a pretty good machine. It is a PC too, but it was fine.
Yeah.
And for if we played Quantum Break on a PC, we would need a tremendous
Yeah, it
computer.
would collapse.
Yeah, like this Alienware here that's streaming our VR
Which is a
360.
sick laptop,
It is
by
a
the
pretty
way.
sick laptop.
It's disgusting.
We have two of these now. Adam bought one for 360, and then we got one for doing the data video graphics, video playback, and streaming all in one laptop, because they used to do that with three
Yeah.
laptops.
Yeah,
So I needed to combine it.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
it's pretty sick.
serious.
It also has an external graphics card on it. Not this one, the other one. You can use a desktop quality. We have the NVIDIA, what is it, the 980, the big mother effer. We have that thing with a SCSI cable going to the back of the laptop.
You know that Alienware makes their own gaming console now, right?
I do know that, yeah,
Pretty cool.
but it's
like
Linux.
It's like a mini PC.
So a lot of people it is a mini PC, it's priced right, but a lot of people knock it because it's Linux. And so it really only works on Steam. And a
Yeah,
lot of
it's
people
Steam.
aren't that familiar with Steam and PC gaming. There are a ton of people that are,
Yeah.
but then there are a ton of people that aren't, and we should talk about that at some point and get into that a little bit. But there are a ton of people that aren't, because PCs in the past to game with have been so expensive, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000.
Right.
It's much different than going out and buying a PS4 or Xbox One for
Yeah.
$300, $400, $500.
Right.
But it's a computer. Now, Alienware says we'll make, and a couple other companies, a Steam box or a Valve, and they build them. But a lot of people complain that they're Linux operating systems, and a lot of other people, which you wouldn't even really know because it boots up into Steam. But a lot of people don't like that. They don't like that they can mod it. But these are PC gamers saying I don't like it, not
Yeah.
console gamers.
Yeah. They want their own PC.
Right. And a lot of other people just are confused by the whole thing, and it's hard to take the leap. I think they're cool. I also like the ability that you can use a controller or a keyboard, because a lot of PC gaming is all keyboard, but that doesn't work for me. I'm not a keyboard kind
I
of
don't
guy.
like the keyboard.
Yeah.
But I am very biased because I grew up on consoles.
Well,
that's another thing.
But Rory grew up on consoles, and he's a PC gamer, and he's all with the keyboard. I just
true.
can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm not a keyboard guy.
See, it's funny because Rory, we were talking about Grand Theft Auto, and Rory
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, you know, I play Grand Theft Auto on my keyboard, but when I drive, I have to grab my controller."
That's
and I'm like, you know what, dude? Like, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna play on my Xbox, chill with my controller, and play.
Exactly.
Like, I don't want to do that.
Exactly.
You know?
But the Steam box seems cool. I know
Yeah.
that when I tried to load Steam on my Mac running Windows and try to play Dota 2,
Yeah.
the thing sounded like it was going to lift off like it was the Shuttle Discovery. Yeah. All right, we're going to take a quick break.
Yes,
and when
sir.
we come back on Gaming On, we're going to play Quantum Break in 360 VR.
Woo!
That's for you guys. You're all the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special. Thanks to the ETG folks who are watching. You're now Terrifics as well. And we'll be back with a whole lot more right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Minute off the bumper. Seconds off the bumper. Seconds off the bumper. 5 seconds off the bumper. On the bumper. Mic's on now.
Yeah, they told me about it. And the big Mark texted me.
Here we go, 10 seconds.
All three of them, because Simp is under 18.
Live.
Welcome back to Gaming On. Welcome back to Gaming On BeTerrific. I'm Michael Artsis, alongside ETG President and co-founder Ryan Russo. Elite Tournament Gaming. We just did ETG 12. It was unbelievable. We're streaming live in 360 VR as well, so if you want to go to youtube.com/BeTerrificTV, you can watch us and the action in 360 with a headset, or just use your phone to spin around, or your mouse on a desktop. It's pretty freaking cool. This is
really cool.
groundbreaking stuff.
It is really cool. I love when you show me the footage of the DeLorean, and you're like, oh, get in.
Right.
And I'm like, what do you mean, get in? And you're like, get in the DeLorean. And it's like almost like you sit in it, and you just keep looking around. You're like, oh, this is the car.
Yeah.
It's really trippy for someone who's never experienced it.
Well, it's amazing. And the other thing is, like, we did, we're starting to do more and more 360 in studio. And so we did it with Larry Holmes in our mobile set. And I thought, oh, this isn't going to be that great. But then when I watched it back in the headset, I felt like I was there with Larry Holmes and myself during the interview.
it's nuts.
And that was cool. And then we did something with Jackie the Joke Man that was amazing. So I think more of this is really cool, even in studio. But when we're doing this, you'll be able to flip around to the screen and watch the screen and then turn around and watch us, which is cool. And you get to see the whole studio. It's a little blown out on us because the lights are so bright. The Theta S can't handle that. There are other rigs we could use, but realistically at this point, this is the best configuration. There are a couple other things we saw at NAB, the National Association of Broadcasters Convention, that hopefully in the next few months will come out and really be game changers for this. And it's going to continue to evolve. We're planning on doing this at CES 2017, and what we do then will be, in January, will be completely different probably than what we're using now. So
Technology, man.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is absolutely crazy. So, you know, get your FreeFly VR headset or whatever headset you want, Google Cardboard. We also use the Samsung Gear. We love that. I think the best viewing experience right now is the Galaxy 7 Edge, but I also watch some on my iPhone and stuff too. iPhone's not as equipped for it.
So what do you think? Should I do
Easy?
Yeah. For him.
All right, so this is Quantum Break we're going to play. Well, I'm going to play too, so I need easy as well.
No, I think I do too, to be honest. I'm kind of out of the video game thing. Believe
So,
it or not.
This is going to have a whole storyline with it,
Yeah.
and it should be interesting.
Yeah.
It should be very interesting.
I don't know if we're going to see gameplay for a while, though. I have a feeling it's going to be like a 20-minute cutscene.
Really?
Yeah, it's
20 minutes into the game?
Okay, so this game, basically, it's gameplay, and then it stops, and you literally watch a full television show for a half hour, and then it goes back to gameplay.
I don't know if I can
So
handle
the
that.
reviews were kind of mixed. It got great
That's why
reviews.
you could buy the whole episodes by themselves.
Yeah, but people that didn't want to sit there and watch a show and wanted to play the game kind of got pissed because it's like.
Isn't this a TV show, by the way, too? Isn't there a TV show that's
I
on
think
there?
well, it is. Yeah, it's in the game.
No, but I mean in real,
I
like
don't
on
know. I'm not
television.
sure
I don't
about
know. We got to change the studio up, by the way. I want to get. Wow, that looks like a 360 camera right there. I want to get some different seating in here. I think we got to tweak that up.
No couches though.
No couches. We got to stay off the couch. Get off the couch. All right, let's let this play for a minute. Can the viewers hear this, Kevin? We got the audio pumped in, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Thank you, Kevin.
I mean, I might be able to skip this, but
Wow, look how realistic that looks.
yeah, it's awesome.
When you plan a series now, you've got to have TV, comic books, and then, you know, video games in your mind.
See, the reason why I loved Max Payne, and that was the people who made this game made Max Payne, is the game, the cutscenes weren't motion. They were comic book cutscenes.
Oh, that's
And you
pretty
heard
cool.
the narration, like you heard the guys talking to each other, but you could see the you know, the bubbles, like the speech bubbles. Very cool.
15 minutes to fracture time? We could be talking a while.
Am I driving? Was this GTA?
Ooh, there's some good language there. Your mom would be very happy with
My
this.
mom would. I hope she's not watching this.
I hope not.
It's just a
She's
trouble.
gonna get upset with me. I like your mom a lot. Your dad's cool too.
No, they love you, man. Everyone loves you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's crazy how they use real actors in video games now.
I know.
It's like
How
getting
nuts
to
is
another
that?
level, man.
I wonder what they got to pay him to do that. Don't you think they got to pay
I
him?
don't think it's that much. I'm sure it's a few $100,000.
So are
but
you
it's not
controlling it
millions.
now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm
But you have an objective, and
going.
you're basically going to
so
go. to
they're
another
forcing me to
console.
walk right now. So
Right.
bear with me.
Dan was an interesting dude. He wound up coming around and liking me by the end, but I don't think he liked me very much in the beginning.
You know what? I think Dan is just a very passionate dude,
Yeah.
and I love him to death. He's from Brooklyn, so he's got the attitude.
Yo, hey,
Yeah.
hey.
He just he had a vision for the stream, and he wanted his vision to be produced in real
Sure.
time. But you know, there's always kinks, there's always problems.
Absolutely.
But I think by the middle of the stream, we were all working very well together.
No, he's a good dude too. I'm just speaking out loud here. That's
No,
all.
yeah.
So, what was I going to say? Oh, the PlayStation thing. I've also tried playing Xbox on my PC with the controller, and that's pretty cool. But I think the Xbox thing has more potential. But I think we're still in the infancy because it's not working that great. I think
Right.
an update maybe has to be done, and,
You know
and in
what's
the future
funny
it'll be.
is Xbox 360 was like pushing Kinect, like this big, like revolutionary
Yeah.
thing, and Kinect just flopped.
I know.
And it launched with Xbox One too, and there's nothing for it.
But I
They
think
gave
that
up on
I
it.
think that they're not giving up on it because I think for HoloLens, sorry, I call it HoloLens.
Hey, I love Halo.
HoloLens, and I think that's where it's going to come into play in all sorts of other VR. It's going to be huge. And you might have multiple sensors around the room, especially like if you and I want to go to an event together and we're in different parts of the country. With my HoloLens, I might be able to see you and you might be able to see me.
That's cool.
Using the Kinect. I think that's where it's going. That's my feeling, from the tech guy aspect.
See, not this guy, but that guy right there, the guy with the stopwatch, was Max Payne in the first game.
Okay.
So he's the actual developer. He's the owner of Remedy Studios. So he always makes cameos in his games. That's
Sure.
him. That's Max Payne right there.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
Now imagine,
That's
you
the
got very
picture of him.
excited, didn't you?
Well, I love Max Payne so much. I'm such a big fan of that game.
Now imagine in the future that these guys are in front of us doing this and we're watching that on a HoloLens
That's sick.
and playing. And then I can still see you and hear you, but I'm also hearing the game in stereo
Yeah.
and playing. And maybe you're somewhere else in another part of the country and we're playing together or something.
So like I said, yeah, I think this is just an episode that's bringing you into the game.
Sure.
This game's interesting. They try to change it up a bit. They try to make it more cinematic and make it like a television show. So this game technically is you playing a television show, basically.
Right.
Is how
Which is kind of how
interpret it.
VR is going too. I watched, I think it was Quantum Break actually, the TV show, but in 360 VR, and it was the best 360 VR video I've seen. It was a teaser by Lexus that was sponsored by Lexus. It was about a 5-minute scene. You start out in the back of a Lexus, you're getting briefed as one of the operatives, and then you go into this club to chase down, one of the bad guys, and you're actually running through the scene, and it's pretty awesome. So I just wish you could skip through some of this stuff in the games. For me personally, I don't have the patience to watch all this stuff.
Yeah.
I want to just play.
All right, so I just, let's see what this is.
If you're with that fraternity, you've done enough damage. We're being shut down.
Hey, I come in peace. I'm just meeting a friend nearby.
At 4 a.m.?
I'm going to check the BeTerrific Slack chat.
Tell me about it.
Well, we're spreading awareness about Monarch Solutions, so if you want to know how badly they're giving us the shaft, then you could just ask me.
All right, what's going on here?
Okay. How would you feel if you knew a corporate monopoly was taking a massive dump all over your personal history?
Sounds like every day.
Pointed opener.
Good.
Sounds like Twitter.
Because that beautiful library over there is over 100 years old. It's part of the city's heritage. And Monarch Solutions plans to tear it down tomorrow. Do you want to know why? We've got a chart with all the details.
No, I don't really care.
Yeah, this seems a little bit like.
It's you know what? This is a very story-driven game. That's what it is.
Tell me.
I feel like it's one of those games where the action comes later and you kind
you
of.
have to listen to this chick though.
Yeah, I don't want to listen to.
Right,
this
I
shit.
know.
wanna
I feel
play
like we're
video
down
games.
at what was that? Something one. You remember what I'm talking about? A couple years ago, I covered it. The big thing where they protested and slept there for months. It's a Kudu Park. She knows what I'm talking about. What was it called? It was a Kadi Park. Oh my God, none of us can remember anymore. How bad is that? All these people slept there for months. They all slept there for months, and we don't even care anymore.
What's going on, man?
How amazing.
I'm freaking out.
They made no impact on our lives.
No, I don't think anything makes impact.
They raised a
people's
ton
lives,
of
man.
money.
Now he was coordinating some
Oh my God. All right.
This guy's shit.
Our research department's going to get on that. They're definitely on that. Kevin's all over it, I feel like.
I don't know where I'm going, so I think I'm supposed to go in here.
I know, this is what I never know, too, with the games. And they always take a
There should
long
be a
time
map.
with these
There should
kinds
be a
of
map.
games.
Um,
always under a lot of pressure.
So yeah, you know what's funny is games back in the day were just like like Pong,
Yeah.
Pac-Man. You play action, straight action from beginning to end. Now games are more cinematic, where
Right.
you gotta kind of sit there, enjoy a movie, get some popcorn, then you play every 10 minutes. And like I don't know.
I mean, I get it, but
it's not-
I wanna play Call of Duty and
Yeah.
just jump into the action.
Yeah.
I wanna play even Division. You can jump into the action. I mean, there's some cutscenes, but it's not like this. Ah, thank you so much. How can we not even remember this? The One Percenters is who they were after. Kevin came up with it. Occupy Wall Street, and you were about to say it, weren't you? Yes, Zakudi Park. I went down there and covered that. Yeah, it was a A lot of fun.
Get like eggs thrown at you?
No, I mean, people like me. Even when I ask them the tough questions and I say, there are people that would say that what you're doing right now, is ridiculous. It was crazy. It was cold. People didn't care. They brought their dogs. That
They
kind of
brought their
reminded me of
dogs.
it. Yeah. Occupy the library is what we could have called this. How could we forget that?
Because we just did, man.
I think a couple people got really wealthy off that, though. The people at the top. It was all for everybody. Everybody had equal amount of money. Well, I don't know. Bernie Sanders may be continuing that. Feel the burn. Yeah. I don't know how much longer he'll be continuing that, but
I hope for a long time.
yeah.
Why, you don't like him?
I'm not saying that. I'm unbiased. I'm a journalist.
Yeah, you're right. That is true.
But I noticed that.
I mean, I would rather have him than Clinton, dude.
Oh,
Clinton scares the crap out of me, bro.
yeah.
Scary. That's
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah, she
Stuff-
is. She's definitely scary. But I think it's going to be Clinton Trump. It seems like. Huh?
Yeah, it looks like it. Which is kind of what everyone assumed from the beginning. I mean,
Well, so
Trump
it's going to be
really
interesting
but-
when you have to pick between Hillary and Donald.
You know what? It's upsetting though. You got Kasich and Cruz trying to screw Trump out of the delegates. It's like, come on, like, is,
You know what's
is this
amazing?
democracy anymore? It's
No, it's
a
terrible.
joke.
It's
It's
actually
so rigged.
This is what I say to.
It's so rigged
This is what
now.
I've been saying to Kevin on the Michael Arts show for weeks. Look, I'm not saying I'm for Trump, but if Trump should win, if the American people vote that this
Then,
guy, and if the
yeah, it
Republican
doesn't
Party
make sense.
vote that this guy should
Then
be
let
their
him in.
nominee, then this guy has to be their nominee.
Yeah.
How can you not do that? And that actually infuriates me more than anybody saying, well, Trump shouldn't be a candidate or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It's
If-
not your choice. It's everyone's choice.
Exactly, and if
the
people
majority
vote, exactly, and if people vote that he should be the choice, then it's horrific if he's not the choice.
Yeah.
Horrific.
I mean, if he doesn't get the amount of delegates he needs to, and they try and screw him at the convention,
Well, I think
I
he's-
see riots starting to break out, man.
Yeah,
Like
well,
serious
he's
riots.
predicted that, and I think it's true.
It's gonna
But here's
happen.
the thing: if he wins Indiana, it's going to be tough. And I don't know if you know, but Cruz made a big mistake last night.
What do you do?
Well, he disrespected the Hoosiers
Oh boy.
and the Indy
He
500.
loves disrespecting states, man. New York.
How are
first.
you winning
You
votes
see what he
by?
said in New York about New York? He's like, Trump's got that New York personality or whatever he said. It's
yeah.
like, come on, dude.
Well, and then,
You lost there.
but then you've got, you're going to go in there and disrespect the Hoosiers.
Yeah, you
I don't think you're winning Indiana. I don't know, maybe, but
And it's funny because Kasich is beating Cruz now too.
I know.
Kasich just sits there and eats pancakes.
Right.
I
Well,
don't know
he seems like a more formidable
He
candidate.
seems like you know what? He
He
seems
seems
like
like
he's
he
got a
could
head
beat,
on his shoulders.
and he seems like he could beat Trump.
Yeah, but he's a little weird too. Something
Yeah.
off about him. He's a little creepy. I mean, Cruz is really creepy too. He's got
Cruz,
that
I call him Count Cruz.
Dude, he looks like
I pulled up a the
got that
Terrifics
creepy face,
pulled up
man.
a picture of the Count from Sesame Street and Cruz, and then Count Chocula, and they all look the same.
I mean, Trump's a character too.
yeah, but Trump doesn't look creepy. He just looks really
he just
odd.
needs to pull that wig off his head. I
Yeah.
mean. But
He looks like he's had one too many steaks at Sparks in Manhattan. You know?
and that orange spray tan, I love it.
Well,
And
I
he's
love
got
the
the
fact,
circle around his eyes.
That's
and
what I
they're
pointed
white.
out
His
from
eyes
the
are
beginning.
pale white,
I'm
dude.
like, would somebody tell him to take the goggles off in the tanning booth,
Yeah,
please?
Yeah, I love it.
Or put makeup over the eyes there.
I think
mean,
it's part of his look though.
but
at
why
this
don't why
point. He
can't
gotta
he?
know? Come on.
Why can't he just close his eyes in the tanning booth? You got to wear the goggles over. I mean, what is he, Rodney
this point,
Dangerfield?
his-
And hey, everybody, we're all gonna get laid.
At this point, his skin.
That's a
should be
back in
used to it.
school reference. You don't remember that movie. You're way too
which
young for
which
that.
movie?
Rodney Dangerfield, Back in School, Back
I-
to School. The
Me-
Triple Lindy.
The only movie I know that he's in is the one
Yeah,
where he's
see,
a
that's what I
golfer
mean.
or something. Or is
Well,
that-
at least you know that. At least you didn't say the one where he plays soccer with. He's a soccer
no,
coach.
no,
That was like I don't know, something about 8, I think.
No, I know who he is. I know who he is.
The golfing
just-
movie. You mean Caddyshack?
That's what it is.
Oh my
Right?
God.
I'm right, right?
Wow,
He's
I'm too old. All right,
He's
guys,
in
I'm outta
Caddyshack,
here.
right?
Yes.
All right. Just want to make sure that I'm
Wow.
not.
I think
I
he's in.
remember that
I
movie.
think, to be honest with you, I think he's in Caddyshack 2.
He is. I
Yeah.
remember that was kind of. he
Caddyshack
was like
1,
a-
I think, is wow, what's his name? Bob Knight? No, what was it? Knight. Something Knight. Yeah, who's funny. He was in Too Close for Comfort too. His big line used to be Monroe. I don't know. Yeah. No. Ugh.
But
Hey, see, you know what's nice about this? We can all sit around and talk and have a nice
and
time.
nothing's happening in the
Right.
game.
But except we've not paid attention to the storyline at all.
I think what's happening is
Keep pushing forward, Jack.
You got to keep pushing forward, buddy. There you go. See, we listened enough.
I'm just kind of like ghosting this right now. I'm just trying to
I do like this
pretend that I'm
actor.
playing. I don't know what I'm doing.
You got to push forward.
I am.
Or maybe on the D-pad.
It
Old
says
school.
L. It says L. Here we go. I'm sorry.
Was it the D-pad?
No,
was
it
that
was
right?
the left trigger, and
Oh,
I'm pulling the
left
right trigger like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, well, you know.
We're talking
Listen,
about Trump. I'm all over.
You
the
were up
place.
till 4:30 in the morning the other, 6 in the morning.
Dude,
the
I have
other
to say,
Yeah.
this event, I was the most physically and mentally exhausted I've ever been in my life.
Yeah.
I literally lost feeling in my left leg.
Wow.
I had nerve damage in my left leg.
Are you
every time
serious?
I'm not kidding. Every time I took a step, I just felt like a shooting thunderbolt pain going up my leg. Real talk.
I was pretty tired. It really wore
Dude,
me out.
The next
yeah.
morning, Sunday Sunday at like midnight, whenever I woke up from like that coma sleep I was in, like I couldn't even.
Midnight. You slept till midnight. I got
no,
so
I
I got
woke up
home
at,
at I got home at 6. I got woken up at 7:30, being told I was going to be woken up at 9. Then I got woken up at 9 by my son Jack.
I woke up at 11, had to empty a bunch of stuff out. See, what people don't realize is the event ends for the players at 2 or 3 in the morning, but for
4:30.
us, two for marketing purposes, 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, yeah,
But
2 in
for
the morning.
us, we don't get home till like 6 a.m. The sun was coming up when I got home, and we still had to
Yeah.
unload stuff from the truck. And Rory had to drive all the way to Long Island
know,
and
that was
unload a full
crazy.
truck by himself.
That's insane.
Props to him for that. I mean,
Yeah.
Jesus.
He did a great job.
But yeah, I was just
Need
so
a hotel
exhausted.
room sponsor like Marriott.
Well, the hotel, the
Hilton.
Hilton down the street, we have Hilton points that they won't give us for some reason.
What?
Yeah, they act like we never existed. We used to host events there all the time. I have thousands of Hilton points because every time you buy that, every
Wow.
dollar you spend, you get
Right,
a point.
and they won't
I'm
let you use them?
I'm spending thousands on that venue, and all of a sudden, when it was time for us to collect our points, they act like they don't remember who we are because we rented that venue out like 4 or 5 times.
Why? I don't understand. You have Hilton points. That's it. You got to call the Hilton main
We
number.
called them and they sent us a card, and my cousin James, the
Yeah.
co-owner of ETG, called them to get the card, and instead of putting James Sirianni on the card, they put Josephine Sirianni. And they did it on purpose just to mess with us sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, because after that they didn't answer our phone calls or anything.
You got to call up Nikki or Paris. They'll get it done.
Paris. It's Paris. I don't even know if she's alive.
She's alive.
She's kicking.
Yeah, I see her on TMZ. I read everything.
I see her on TMZ.
Yeah, I read TMZ, Huffington Post, CNN, New York Times, New York Post, LA Times, Wall Street Journal. You got to know what's going
At
on.
least it's not MSNBC, right?
Yes. I don't really have a problem with MSNBC.
No,
I worked for
I'm
them
just
a long time ago.
I'm just kidding.
But I do wish they'd bring back Keith Olbermann. Yeah.
All right, I guess I gotta follow this guy. I don't know. All right. I
Can't
follow
you
him.
just kill him? See, I get frustrated. I just want to kill people.
Yeah,
at this
I'm
point.
pulling switches right now. I don't know. What's
I
going
think you
on.
should activate the nuclear explosion and end the game.
All right, so let's get the key and let's do this. Come on.
And you probably have to have a conversation. with
Activate
him.
the corridor.
What does that mean?
Okay.
What do you mean to activate the Carter?
Activate the corridor.
Yeah. Do you have any questions on Twitter from the ETG followers? We've got a terrific Slack chat with the Terrifics.
Oh, what's going on? Terrific. What are
Oh,
you saying?
thank you, Digital Phil. He's watching. He
What's up,
says
Phil?
he's giving us a clap, and he says he loves what we do.
Thank you, Phil.
Digital Phil's watching in Texas. DP, what is up, man? We're having a lot of fun. Thank you for watching and supporting and loving what we do. He didn't get to see ETG 12.
Oof.
We're gonna have to get him the highlights. We're gonna cut the
Oh,
highlights.
Yeah.
They'll be up on YouTube soon. YouTube, my tube, every tube. Yes. Good if it goes. From downtown.
I don't know what I have to do here, to be honest. Let me see.
I think can we like shoot somebody or
I
something?
don't have a gun, dude. I don't have anything. I
Can
have
we
a
just
keyboard and
choke
a
somebody?
mouse.
Hit somebody with the keyboard then. Like WWF in the steel chair. You want to hear something funny real quick while you're playing?
Yes.
Kevin and I had to go to Walmart to get a table for NAB.
And would you guys like suplex?
We were
him?
waiting on the table and we started playing football in the aisle. And I'm in a suit playing football with Kevin in the aisle of
And what,
Walmart.
did you like scoop and you like broke through the table?
No, I thought that they were gonna security was gonna come over and be like, excuse me. 2 guys walk up to us and they're like, and I thought they were gonna tell us to stop playing, and they're like, excuse me, do you guys work here? And I'm like, what? And he's like, do you work here? We need help. And I'm like, yes, we work here and we're trying to get fired. We're throwing a football in the aisle. Like really like all out throwing a football. It was pretty funny.
The guy looks like what's his name? Dustin Hoffman.
A little bit, a young
Right?
Dustin
a
Hoffman,
weird,
like The Graduate.
Like a weird like video game.
From The Graduate, which
Yeah.
is before my time, which is really
I know
before
what
your
that
time.
movie is.
You
though.
do?
Yeah, it's about the woman that's trying to seduce him, right?
Right, yes, the older woman, the cougar, before cougars existed.
Yeah, that made Cougars, I think.
No, cougars didn't happen for another 30 years.
Didn't have it. Cougars didn't have it.
No, for another 30 years. They didn't happen till like the 2000s,
Yeah,
till
that's
Demi
true.
Moore and Ashton Kutcher started dating.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they happened before that, but they were like under the radar.
Right. They weren't as socially accepted.
Yeah. Demi and Cameron Diaz kind of made that happen.
Cameron Diaz. Why? Who did she date? Cameron Diaz. That was young.
I don't remember. Didn't she date Justin Timberlake?
Yeah, but I thought they were the same age.
No, she's like
Really?
40.
Yeah,
He's like
getting
30
there.
now.
He's not 30. He's
Come
older.
on, Justin Timberlake?
Google him right now. He's older than 30.
I-
He's got to be at least 36, dude.
All right, hold on.
He's old.
Justin.
He looks young, but he's old.
No, because he's the same age as Britney Spears. And
How old
Britney
is-
Spears is 30. Oops, now I opened his music on
I
YouTube.
feel like Britney Spears is getting old, too.
Now I'm going to get suggested all terrible music. All right. Justin Timberlake. And Kourtney Kardashian's dating Justin Bieber, allegedly.
Kourtney Kardashian?
Yeah, you don't know who that is?
No, I don't. I refuse to even.
You
give
should
any of my
refuse.
attention.
Like I said, I read all this stuff.
I feel you. You gotta do what you gotta do.
You got to know. In my business, I got to know. Let's see. Wikipedia, Justin Timberlake. 1981, which would make him 35 years old today.
Told you.
Okay.
I know he was older than
So
30.
let's see how old Cameron Diaz is.
She's probably 42.
45, I bet. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What is she, 50?
She is 45 years old. 46 years old. 46 years old. 1972.
she's
She's
11 years older than
46. Yeah.
That's nuts.
So I wasn't crazy when I said she's a
All right,
cougar.
You were close, but
Close. Isn't she marrying like Benji Madden
Yeah, how
or
old is
Joel
he?
Madden?
he's probably
Do we know which one?
37 himself.
Which Madden? Joel? Are they
Doesn't
twins though? So it
matter,
doesn't
they're
matter.
the same human.
I think they are the same. You remember the rumor years ago that David Copperfield had a twin, and the twin was actually dating Claudia Schiffer?
Remember the rumor that Paul McCartney was dead and his clone was in the Beatles? That was badass.
If you played the record backwards, it
Oh,
told
here we
you
go.
all that. Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Benji Madden's 37, so she's 46. So yeah, he's a lot younger. And
I
if
said 37 exactly. I'm good with guessing numbers.
you
man.
are, I thought he was younger. He's a punk rocker,
Yeah,
according to Wikipedia.
because I grew up with these people, so I kind of know. Because I'm getting older myself, so.
Don't tell the ETGers that. Yeah.
Wait, Paul.
Yeah.
I need to enter the machine and travel back to the moment I exited the machine in order to, well, be here.
All right, so this
Oh,
is like some Back to the Future stuff, right? now.
Yeah.
Don't
I was
meet your
just
own
I was
mom.
just picking that up.
Don't
What'd you
meet-
say?
Don't meet your own mom when
Don't
she's
meet
younger,
your own
'cause
mom.
things can
That's
get
right.
really creepy.
Or your own self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw it, Jack. We did it. Well, that's impossible. That's
You know who this is?
impossible. I mean, I can't even.
They're all real actors.
I know.
apparently.
I don't think this is Dustin Hoffman. I think this is the guy who
it's
was in
not.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
What's that guy's name?
In the yeah.
He was
Nino.
also in Spin City.
What's his name? Well, whatever.
In real life.
Is real life, yeah.
Cameron, right? It's Cameron. I'm telling you, is that Cameron?
It looks like him.
He acts like him and he sounds like him. I'm good with voices. That's Cameron. Come on.
Cambo.
Where's the Red Wings jersey?
Oh, there's a guy from Lord of the Rings. That's one of the hobbits.
We have to shut this thing down now. No. Stop it. Shut up. Hold on. Come on. We can't shut it down. Paul's still in there.
Now you're gonna get to shoot somebody.
Look at me. Put the gun down and we can talk, okay? There's no time. You're not thinking straight. Put the gun down. Jesus Christ, Will. Time is going to end. Jack, you have to trust me.
Graphics are really good though.
Yeah, they are. They're amazing. You ever see the show Fringe? I love that show. This kind of reminds me a little
yeah.
of Fringe. Oh, so now you go to the future or the past or something. This was all foreshadowed in the opening montage, by the way.
Montage.
It's a TV term.
No, I love it. It's just I love the way you say it.
Now you got to get back to the present.
I hope when Michael J. Fox makes a cameo on this.
That would be amazing. Can you
Imagine, like,
imagine?
oh, you see like a whatever you call it, hoverboard like somewhere.
Wait a minute, Doc, you built a time machine?
You
out
see
of
them
a
like
door?
arguing in the background, like really far away. Like,
That would be
"Doc, What are
amazing.
we gonna do?
They wouldn't do something cool like that.
No,
though.
they're not cool enough for that. Plus, they gotta get the copyrights for that.
Sure.
Imagine. Forget it.
Bob
Yeah.
Zemeckis and Bob Gale would never sign off on that.
So here's a question.
Yeah.
The guys that you know that own the DeLorean.
Yeah.
Do they have
Bill
any
and
like,
Patrick Shea.
Do they have any like copyright issues with Universal? Like when they show it off, do they owe royalties to them because it is their creation technically?
No, because
they own the
I mean,
car?
what are they? They're not making a film with it,
Yeah.
and they don't actually make money off it. They're great guys. They donate all the money they raise for people taking pictures to the Michael J. Fox Foundation. So it'd kind of
That
be
is
really
so okay. I see how they work that.
Team
Okay.
Fox. It'd be really terrible if Universal was like, "Hey, those pictures you sold to those people."
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they paid $500,000 for the car.
But
I
I'm
think
saying
they have
if they
every
try
right
to pull if they try to pull profit from it, you think it would be an issue?
I don't know. It depends. I guess it depends how they do it. If they let you take a picture with the car and charge you for that, I don't think so. But if they tried to make a film and featured the car,
Yeah.
possibly. But I don't really know. I think the issue is more if you try to copy the storyline and stuff. So they tried to reenact the movie, possibly. But then if they did it as a parody, maybe not. So what's the point here? What are you doing?
So basically, I think we're stuck in time. Like we're
Right.
stuck in like in between time.
Sure.
So everything's kind of like
It's frozen. I see
yeah,
that.
everything's kind of messed up.
I'm glad we're giving the audience a glimpse of this game.
Yeah.
I just like to be a little further along before 11:30.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to shoot someone, dude. I'm sorry.
Really? It's gonna
Yeah.
take too long?
Well, we can grab the gun out of his pocket, maybe.
See, wouldn't you be afraid to shake that guy? Because what if he's like frozen and he just falls apart? I mean, in real life. I'm not talking about in the game.
That's something you gotta just risk, man.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, if you were in the situation, would you be thinking straight? Like, look at everything.
I don't think I'd think straight yet. I wouldn't even understand what's going on.
I'd be like, that's cool.
You know, the amazing part, though, is you still can't play the game.
I know.
What are we, a half an hour in, and we just did this whole sequence, and I mean, we might as well just watch this as a movie.
Like I said, this game is it's story driven. It's very like you kind of have to
Help
enjoy
Will
it.
and Paul get out of the time machine. How do we do that?
All right, so basically, there's the controls here.
You're like, there's the controls, and we
But-
can move
Oh
left
wait,
and
you
right.
know what? There is a control. Can I go out? Okay.
But what do you have to go get him, right?
Yeah. This isn't gonna work, huh?
No.
Okay. So nothing over here. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Now you're gonna get to shoot somebody.
Yeah, I hope so.
Meanwhile, the tactical gear looks amazing.
Yeah. Game's very well produced, man. I gotta say.
Yeah.
But there's really not much game to it so far.
So the first time I played a game like this, I was so sad when somebody died, and I was like,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh my God, well, what if I had played the game differently? Could I save them? And I found out no,
I found out no.
which really
Your fate is
rattled.
sealed.
It really rattled me, especially it was like this young girl.
What game was that?
The Last of Us, I believe. I
Last
didn't.
of Us.
I did
Oh,
not
that
like,
was the producers of Uncharted.
I did not like that game at all.
Did you beat the whole game?
No, I only played for like a half an hour because I couldn't take the cutscenes, and then
Yeah.
I didn't like the storyline. It made me. At the time, I had a 6-month-old son at home,
Yeah.
and it was like a little heavy.
Yeah, it's like zombies and stuff, right?
Well, but it wasn't that. It was that the 13-year-old girl died. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was a little annoying. Well, that was great.
That's just like end credits.
So I get it. He's kind of breaking apart.
Yeah, he's in time.
Right.
Whoa.
Oh, the funniest part in the ETG-12 was one of the guys was like talking about something. He was talking about the Matrix, and he was like, that movie where the bullets slow down and whatever, and like that was a huge movie for our generation,
Yeah.
and they barely even know it. And I'm
Isn't
like,
that
you mean
crazy?
the Matrix? And they were like, I think that's what it's called.
That's crazy. Isn't that scary?
They're like, the guy was in all black, and I'm like,
Yeah.
the Matrix?
Just don't talk
Was
about
he-
the sequels. Disaster. Yo.
There you go. You're gonna be able to shoot somebody. See, I had faith.
Wait, do I have it? Did I pick it up?
I don't know.
It's not letting me aim yet, but I have the
Did
gun.
you pick it up?
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you. Not in the right language.
I think Kevin's really enjoying this, by the way, because he gets to watch it as the movie. It is. instead of listening.
Kevin, you have your popcorn.
Well, he kind of is hearing us chatter, but yeah.
Dude, Kevin's definitely watching the basketball game right now.
He is. Who's winning, Kevin?
There's a fracture in time.
He's not watching. He's paying attention to us.
No
That's a
way.
shame. You know what? Because Golden State can't win without Steph Curry. And I'm going to prove that by Googling it real quick.
That didn't help. Stay back.
Hey, Surrey, what's the score of the Golden State Warriors game? Meanwhile, the game just started. What'd you say?
The Warriors. Rockets game starts at 10:30 p.m.
10:30 p.m. See?
Oh, boy.
East Coast stinks. What'd you say, Kevin? Oh, thank you. He was letting me know it's not on yet after I made a fool of myself by Googling it. What about the Cavs? Are they playing tonight? Probably not. They swept. Yes.
The universal symbol for shut the fuck up and listen to me. Sound logic is out.
You still haven't gotten to shoot anybody, huh?
No.
You know, I thought we were each going to get to take a turn on this game.
Yeah,
We might
it's
have
not
to.
like the division where it's like action instantly, you know?
We'd have to be here till tomorrow.
I think that this game would probably take us 55 gaming ons to beat.
55 gaming ons? Yeah.
Probably.
I think I picked poorly today. I was
No,
excited
I
about
wanted
this.
to play this game too. No, it's not poorly. It's just we didn't know it was going to be a movie.
Movie. I feel like it's a trilogy.
Lord of the Rings extended version.
This is the director's cut. Soon they're going to start saying, well, in this scene, we blocked it
Speaking
this
of
way.
movies, did you see
Yeah.
Batman vs Superman?
No, I refuse.
Oh, thank God! Don't see
I
it.
refuse.
Don't you-
refuse.
I
How
was-
dare you pit my two superheroes
Oh,
against each
not
other?
even that. It was
They're
so
superheroes.
It was so depressing.
They're heroes.
Oh my God! Superman was such a whiny little girl.
Ugh.
So depressing. It was just like like
And I love Batman. What are you
It's
doing?
so
And what's with
funny,
that
like-
suit? Why is Batman on steroids? Everybody's got to be on steroids?
how they portrayed Superman was just so dark and like grim, and like everyone hated him, and he was just he was an outcast. Like the old Christopher Reeves, he'd come in and save the day.
Right.
And I'm like, Superman, thanks, Superman. This movie's just complaining and bitching the whole movie.
Really?
They show him. There's a montage in the movie of him saving people, and he looks so miserable. He's just like.
This is the worst job ever. I hate saving
You see him like picking up a boat. He's like, oh, I gotta do this again. Like, dude, the movie's so depressing.
I guess if that was your life, it might be a little boring.
Yeah, but come on, dude.
No,
Go
I'm
rob
just
a bank
kidding.
and go to the club.
Oh my God! You
Who's
ever
gonna
hear
fight
that
you?
joke? Wonder Woman's having sex with the Invisible Man, and Superman sees Wonder Woman laying on a bed naked,
Oh boy.
and he's flying through town. He sees her like on the penthouse.
Mom, turn this part off.
No, he just flies in the window. He goes to take care of business, and Wonder Woman says, "What the hell was that?" And the Invisible Man says, "I'm wondering too." I just cleaned that up. That's probably a Jackie the Joke Man joke. Yeah.
Oh, I can't. All right, let me guess. Open the door. Okay.
I have no idea what that guy's made of steel, something like that. Yeah, I think I butchered the punchline.
Oh God, you destroyed it.
I
But
did.
I get.
You get it.
I get where it's going.
Yeah. It wasn't that dirty.
I just
of a
shot
joke.
someone.
You
I just-
did, yes. All right.
Yeah. Oh, how do I run for cover? No. All right, I'm getting used to the controls here, guys.
By the time you learn the controls, you'll either be dead or on to the next cutscene. This does look awesome now,
It is pretty
though.
badass. I just got to figure out how to get in cover.
You only had to wait 2 hours to start. You're actually decent, because I'd be terrible.
You know what? There is auto aim though, kind of.
I think you just took a lot of rounds to the chest, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, get the SMG. Get the SMG, you got
I
it.
got it.
Wow, that's
there's
cool.
This is like Max Payne. See, they got this from Max Payne. The bullet time
Yeah,
is from Max Payne.
I love the replay.
How do I get up from? Okay.
I know. This is the way I hit. I'd used the gun before.
Let me get some ammo, maybe.
In 360, they're watching us watching that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
BeTerrific.com/YouTube.com/BeTerrificTV. Live 360 VR.
Okay.
Get into Will's car. Wait, let me shoot somebody first.
Yeah.
Let me try and shoot somebody. Can I shoot
Left
Will?
trigger is aim, just like Call of Duty.
Okay.
Can I shoot Will? First person you want to kill is your.
Wait. Oh. Oh, I shot somebody. Oh, it felt so good too. Oh. I gotta get cover. I am not as good as at Call of
Take
Duty.
your
as
time,
I
man.
am.
Take your time.
I mean, at this as I am at Call of Duty. All right, now. Are there more? How do you get down?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. There's no like
just
auto
get down.
cover. It just does it for you, which is weird. I wasn't.
Oh
expecting
man,
that.
three
I
of
think there's a
them.
guy to your right too.
I know. I saw
You
him.
better get that guy first. That guy's gonna put
can't.
bullets in you.
I can't do it.
Ooh.
Now I get the guy to my
That
right.
wall does not like you.
You like my move to get cover?
Damn plant.
Oh.
Never give Michael a gun when he drinks. You're shooting around him.
I can't find the freaking thing.
I can't.
I can't find the crosshairs. There we go.
Yes!
Oh, it was a good thing we played easy mode,
He's
huh?
probably like, you're confusing the hell out of me, man.
I still have some ammo left. Yeah, that was my decoy. I was showing him shots coming from over there.
I'm so good at aiming, I'll miss you on purpose.
You'd probably be so good at this game. All right, now what?
What a
Let's go,
badass.
Will. Come
What
on,
a
hurry up.
badass. Come on, William.
Here
How
we
good
go.
that feel just to put
Oh
rounds
my
on people
God, I
after
found it
all that.
amazing.
Come on, Will, get in the
It
elevator.
felt amazing.
We ain't got time.
Dude, and I was all right. I was decent. I got some headshots in there. And it wasn't
Oh,
as
you can,
terrible.
You
as I
can
thought.
shoot, Will.
Shoot him. Do
Oh,
it.
I won't
End the
let me-
game.
He won't let me.
We need to get to my car. Okay, just walk me through this, Will. Okay, time's broken. Fine. But now you're saying we can fix it? In theory,
In theory, we can fix it.
years ago. Finding the countermeasure won't be easy. The countermeasure? But what?
It's the only thing is it's so every time travel movie.
Maybe the door's still
You know what I mean?
It's cliche.
Yeah.
It's what I ate for breakfast. You know what I'm saying?
What I eat for breakfast is us in 360. I'm gonna check it out. Oh my God, that's so cool. Dude, we're playing the game. You can actually see the game pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, all things considered in 360. I mean, the Spud
Oh,
sign,
oh.
and then us.
I think this guy just about to die.
He's gonna die?
I don't know.
Well, you gotta get your gun out. There's a guy right there.
Help. Will.
Get to Will's car. Help Will.
What am I doing?
I don't know,
I'm not.
but there's a guy right there. Definitely want to shoot him.
This game is so weird.
Somehow I can focus and unfreeze Will. Even if the world was still frozen.
He's gonna die? Well, you gotta get
You're watching yourself watching yourself?
I know, this is so weird. But I wanted to check out the 360. I'm so enamored with 360. So cool. I think 360 is the future. What if I put on the headset and
Dude,
watch
I
this?
cannot wait
Watch
for a
it.
day. I hope I'm alive to see this too. When video games literally become like a paintball field where you play Halo on a paintball
I'm
field.
saying,
Like
with the
360,
HoloLens, you'll be able to do that.
Imagine you could like actually like play the game.
Yeah.
How sick would that be?
That'd be insane. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what about in the future? Do you think that ETG like 15 or 20
15.
or 25 or 30,
Probably like 55.
55 will be the players will be wearing the VR headsets and playing with the headsets on, and be more immersed in the game?
You know what? I wouldn't
I don't
doubt it,
see-
man.
I don't see why
I
not.
wouldn't doubt it. It's funny because PlayStation actually just talked about they're making a new PS4.
Yeah,
with
PS4
4.5 with
4.5.
4K.
Yeah.
But also, what they also said is that they're thinking about not even releasing a PlayStation 5, just simply upgrading the PS4. It's more like PC based. Because they're
Right.
starting to realize, what's the point of us making a new system? We might as well just keep upgrading the PS4.
Right.
You know?
Or they
Which is
send you to a
interesting.
computer.
Yeah, they're
I
gonna
don't know.
pretty much make it a computer. Pretty much what they're gonna do.
Well, it's all going to be downloadable. We're going to stop buying discs.
Yeah.
So what's going on? You can't shoot these
I don't
guys
know
even?
what I gotta do.
You're in the quantum. You're in between time.
Sometimes I just don't pay attention. Let's see.
So there was some other gaming news this week. IGN started a daily show on Sirius, an esports
Which
show.
is exciting because it just shows you how big esports is getting. That IGN
And
is
ESPN
even
is
just,
involved
and Coca-Cola
in
sponsoring it. I
in
know
doing
that,
all
'cause
sorts
I
of
remember
stuff,
Hearing
and-
about that.
You know, hopefully we'll be doing a lot more with this stuff. But also when we landed in Vegas, the Mandalay Bay was taken over. It was overrun by League of Legends championships.
Dude, League of Legends is
It's insane.
huge, man. It's huge. It's bigger than Call of Duty.
Is that something ETG will eventually do some
League of
PC
Legends
gaming?
is PC based.
Yeah.
And I don't, dude. If the money's there, we're open to it. And League of Legends is definitely a huge contender.
Well, and with boxes like Steam, you might be able to actually do it affordably because building $3,000 consoles for every
Yeah, that's the
station
thing. You know, you can definitely do it with the Steams.
Sure.
Right now, we're focusing on console-based games, but in the future, I think that that's probably the next move for us as PC.
Awesome.
Because, like I said, PlayStation's now making another PlayStation. It's like, how many of these am I gonna buy? I might as well just buy a PC if that's
Right.
the point, you know. I just
And
bought a bunch.
esports is blowing up. It really
Oh,
is.
it's
It's really
disgusting.
exciting.
Yeah, it is.
How did you get into esports? How did you say I want to start ETG?
It's funny because, and this is the truth. What happened was very simple. Not even, you know, I kind of saw that this was gonna become the new thing. I saw how like actual sports like NFL, baseball, basketball, as popular as they are, for the younger generation, I feel like they're not really into that. They're into the video games. They're into watching teams play competitively. So I thought this is something that's about to blow up really soon. I'd like to get involved with it before, everyone and their mom wants to start an esports company. So a few years ago, me and my cousin decided to start hosting tournaments. We started small, and then we kind of got to where we are now. So we kind of are ahead of the curve in terms of this esports boom that's happening. We're kind of already established.
But
And that
I
was
mean,
my
like you
goal.
said, you had 4 teams in the beginning,
Oh yeah,
and you struggled to get those 4
Oh
teams.
yeah. What we did was we started our events in Rory's LAN center. He already
Right.
had the equipment. We said, let's just market it. Let's just be the marketer. He had,
And then you
he
begged for 4 teams.
begged for 4 teams.
And did you stream it all?
We didn't stream at that point.
See, I think
our-
the streaming component is important because
yeah,
people have to know it exists.
we didn't stream until our 6th event.
Okay.
And because we had to really prove ourselves as a legitimate company because there's a lot of frauds out there. Kids would not buy passes from us online until about 6 or 7 events in.
Wow.
See, a lot of people don't realize there's a lot of things involved. Yeah, they would be like, I'm not buying a pass from you online. I don't know who you are, And it was just understandable. It's true. So it took a lot of time for us to gain the reputation that we have now with the community.
Excellent.
And now we're pulling 50 teams because we worked towards that. We
Sure.
started from 4. So we came
Very
a long
awesome.
way in 3 years, and we pretty much saw this esports boom happening before everyone else and their mom figured it out, and we kind of decided to start hosting tournaments.
Excellent. It's good stuff. It's very exciting. By the way, in the 360, you're not hearing the gameplay except for what's bleeding through our mics because the audio board is not routed in that way that we can do that, but we can maybe do that in the future.
It's an Xbox One, dude.
It's an what did I say?
You said
PlayStation.
360.
360 is that?
Yeah.
No. In the 360, I meant the camera.
Oh, my
Yeah,
bad,
in the
my bad.
360
My fault,
camera.
my fault, my dude, my
Yeah.
fault. You got me, you
I
got
was
me.
like, what? Did I say a PlayStation?
I was gonna say, dude, that's like offensive. But
We have a 360 here, though. I don't know
I
why
love-
we
I
have
miss
it.
360.
Do you? I don't know why we have it.
You know what's funny is the 360, in terms of like the interface and usability, was so much better than the PS3. Now the PS4 interface and usability is so much better than the Xbox
I
One.
really like the
It's almost like
PS4.
they swapped.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
I really like the PS4. You like those Astro headsets? I think I really want to get one.
Yeah, they're great. I have a Turtle Beach myself, but Astro's definitely better.
Yeah.
Astro's definitely better quality.
Yes.
You want to play?
All right, let me play a
Yeah,
little.
let me just get you in the cover real quick and just shoot this way.
No, I don't need to be in cover. I'm not that good. If I'm gonna get killed, I'm gonna get killed. Oh wait, I want to take that. See, now I'm messed up with the controls because I've been playing PlayStation so long. So it's like
Yeah.
X. I'm like, what?
What's the next? You mean square? I can't do this. I'm confused.
Where am I running now?
I don't know. Press Y. Okay, there you go. When you do time, it
Oh,
shows you.
let's find Will's car.
Will.
Is Will still alive? He can't
I
be
don't know.
alive.
Probably not.
He's dead.
Oh, we gotta go to Will. Turn around.
Oh, he's
That is
there.
Will. You gotta
That
like
is
get
Will?
him back. You gotta hold Y. Hold Y down.
Oh.
Get closer to him.
Closer still?
Yeah.
What,
Now
you want me
hold
to
Y.
make out with the guy?
Probably.
All right, it's an interesting take on a new game.
Hold it. Hold it down.
I'm holding it.
Maybe press it. No.
I'm
What is
not
it
close
telling you?
enough
It
still.
says Y. Oh, now hold it. Now hold it. There you go.
Come on, Will.
Now press. Yeah.
Now what? X?
Press X. Yeah.
Maybe I can drive. Oh, I'm so dead.
Press RB. The right bumper. Top.
Okay, yep.
Something clicked. I could reach out
Chevy Impala.
in a focused area on me. You don't know what you're doing. Well,
This game's getting kind of cool. I mean,
It
I
is.
see like
The
they're putting a lot-
graphics are
They're
insane.
trying to reel you in. They're trying to get you to understand what you're doing, which is understandable.
And the graphics are insane.
Yeah.
All right, come on, scumbag. Your mom doesn't like that word, does she? Where's my hair trigger? I mean, my crosshairs. There it is. Come on, I'm going to lead you right into it. Oh, this guy. Boom, boom. Bye. Oh, this guy still wants to be alive, huh? I like the double tap. That guy on the stairs doesn't want to take it. Is that a guy or am I crazy? Is that a statue? They want me to get closer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The gun's not long enough for that.
It's not the tumor. Oh, I'm taking fire from somewhere.
Dude, you're.
Oh,
yeah,
I walked the
You might
wrong
want to
way.
get back there.
hold on. I gotta get the right perspective here. Who's shooting at me? All you have to do is shoot at the street lights so they think you're from some other perspective.
See if you can shoot the light out. I'm just curious.
All right, hold on 1 second.
Kill this guy first. Oh God. Nice.
The key is to not panic when you're being shot at point blank range.
Dude. Oh.
Where's my crosshair though? There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, this is unrealistic. I was shot a million times. But wait, let me try and shoot the light out. Here you go. Just
Yeah,
curious.
light is annoying.
No. Oh!
What'd you do? What?
I shot the light out. Or somebody shot me from behind that I didn't know was
Yeah.
there. Yeah, somebody shot me from behind.
You gotta do the whole thing over again.
Oh my God, you do it. All right, and then
You
we'll,
do it,
then
I
we'll
won't
call it
lose.
a night. I mean, I did it. I have to
You
do it
did, man.
again.
You did.
You should get a, a chance. A lot of cursing in this game.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you gotta watch this
Did
whole
they ask
thing
for your
again.
ID when you bought this game?
No, unfortunately, I'm way past that stage. Excuse
They
me,
still
sir.
ID me sometimes.
Well, you look young.
I don't know. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Swear to God, if you hurt my mom.
Why is your crosshair so big?
You know what? How do I switch guns?
You don't
me
want a
get the
handgun.
pistol. I want the- you don't think so?
No, against these guys,
Yeah, you're right.
they got heavy artillery
It's not gonna work.
and vests on, man. You don't want to.
Oh shoot, this car's gonna blow.
Oh, is that what blew up? Maybe.
I think the car blew. I think someone was shooting the car and it just blew up on you.
Well, I guess you
shit.
can't shoot the light. That's the answer.
These lights are so bright though.
That's the guy. I had trouble killing him because I was shooting him from far away. Oh, and then two other guys
Dude,
come
they're
out.
all over the place, bro.
Wow.
Alright, that guy's done.
And this is the easy version. Imagine the
Yeah, I
hard
know.
version. Coda could probably be good at this.
Coda.
Coda.
Do you remember Coda was like saving
I know.
Rory?
That's amazing.
And I guess it doesn't.
You can't shoot the
That's
light.
disappointing.
All right, get out of there
That
before
just
you blow.
lowered my rating of this game. Can't shoot lights.
I
Game's
agree
great,
with
but you
you.
can't shoot lights. 5 out of 10.
Oh, I thought you had to get to the car.
That we did get to the car.
Oh, I thought you have to get in the car. Okay. Oh.
Stop time. He can stop time.
I know her.
She's an actor too.
Yeah. I can't remember her name.
They're taking him to the library. You might still be able to catch them.
See, if you'd only paid attention to that chick in the beginning about the library.
Yeah.
It's more complicated.
I thought she was just a hippie.
Me too. Occupy Wall Street.
Look, I don't know if you can make it, but you should hurry.
She's gonna shoot him in the back.
That's the first time you saw Beth Wilder.
Yeah, but definitely not the first time she saw me.
Could you imagine, like, walking away from somebody who had a gun pointed at you?
Can you imagine, like, alright, first of all, that's so fake, because in real life, if someone had a gun pointed at you and you turned and pointed it,
They would have
boom,
shot
boom,
you.
boom.
Yeah.
Either you both, like, take each other
You
out.
don't have
or-
a chance to,
yeah.
like.
The second you do that, the impulse reaction is to pull the trigger.
Yeah,
Dude, like,
you're right. But it is a movie and a game.
I just always hate that stuff, like movies, like, so fake. But whatever.
Yeah.
I'll deal with it.
Well, they gotta, make it work. All right, what do you say we call it a night with the game?
Let's beat this whole game right now, bro.
All right, let's do it. We're here. 4:30 in the morning. Kevin's in.
No, I'm down. I'm down.
Oh
Let's,
man. All right.
Let's call it out.
I think it's actually, it gets pretty cool. I just don't love the whole, but they get shorter and shorter. It's not 15 minutes every time.
Yeah.
That was a good 30 minutes though.
Dude, it was.
Yeah. Do you ever have to do that again? You never have to go through that whole thing.
I
again.
would definitely save it so that you don't have to repeat this.
Yeah, maybe we should do that.
So that maybe next time we could start from here and be a lot
Right.
better. Because this is kind of what we wanted to see the whole time.
Right.
See, in Max Payne, they had
Yeah.
the same thing, but in Max Payne, you could dive and do slow-mo and just slowly
that's
aim your
so
gun
cool.
perfectly. I'm sure that's in this game. It's just not available yet.
Or we don't know it, yeah.
Because you could jump and do sick, like backwards dives. It was sick, dude. That game was so sick.
All right, well, I think we did awesome. We played a little bit. We had a lot of fun. We got to see the game. The graphics are insane.
They are really insane.
I like actually how you're shooting, like your shooting perspective, and I just have to get clearer on the controls, but I think that the graphics are insane. It's super real. I like it a lot.
Very cool.
So that's Quantum Break. This is Gaming On BeTerrific with my good friend over here, Ryan Russo from ETG. I'm Michael Artsis, and you're the Terrifics. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back with you next week on Gaming On BeTerrific. So yeah, check us out. Check out ETG. It'll be 13 soon, but check out the highlights going up on YouTube soon of ETG 12. It was a lot of fun, and we'll bring you some of the highlights as well as some of the game action. Thanks for watching on 360. If you've been watching in 360 VR on youtube.com/BeTerrific, and we'll see you next week. I'm Michael Artsis. BeTerrific.